What is climate change? Climate change means a change in the usual weather patterns for a specific region or area. It is often confused with global warming, but they are very different. Climate change is the overall changes over a long period of history, and it includes weather patterns and behaviors like precipitation, cloud cover, temperatures, and unusual weather like hurricanes or tornadoes. Global warming refers specifically to the average temperature of the Earth warming over time. They are connected to each other, but they are not the same. Climate change is not a new concept, but since the Industrial Revolution, the process has been more visible. Changes in the climate might include drought conditions from a lack of precipitation, unusual amounts of snow, more or less during winter, unusually cold temperatures for long periods of time, or more rainy days than usual. Storms like tornadoes and hurricanes have always happened, but in the past few years, these powerful storms have broken records held for centuries. Wild weather patterns have been reported all over the world, and most can be attributed to climate change. Humans have been the biggest contributors to climate change. As more humans populate Earth, more forests and plant life have been removed to make room for homes. Less land is being used for farming. More of our waste is making its way into garbage dumps or landfills. Our dependence on fossil fuels like oil, gasoline, and petroleum products such as plastics causes pollution both as it's used, as it's disposed, and as it is produced. All of these actions contribute to climate change. Global warming is a direct result of climate change. We call it the greenhouse effect. Have you ever walked into a greenhouse in the summer when they grow plants? The air is warm and humid. This is because so much of the moisture is evaporating through the air quickly and the ceiling retains all the heat. This is what happens when pollution particles, like smoke and dust, are in our air. They do not let the sun's energy leave the atmosphere, which keeps the warm air in. These rays are supposed to reflect off the Earth's surface and leave the atmosphere as new rays come in. Since the average temperatures worldwide have risen, more of the polar ice has melted in the Arctic and Antarctic. There is less polar ice and snow to reflect the sun's rays, which in turn is speeding up the warming process. Global warming refers to the average temperature worldwide increasing over time. The only way to stop climate change is to become educated and do what you can to prevent it. What will you do to prevent climate change?